10, 219, 219.
Forward Progress, a Chicago Bears podcast with Dan Bernstein and Matt Abaticola on 312 Sports.
Happy Friday! I hope it is. And welcome to Forward Progress, a Chicago Bears podcast. Dan Bernstein, Matt Abaticola. And we're doing something very special today. It's the bye week, so don't get angry. You guys should be talking only about X's and O's and route combinations. Okay, yeah, I get it. We hear you. I know what you're talking about. You love your football. You love your sexy football. But we've done and will continue to do our top 10 lists of the Bears' opponent. We've done now top 10 Vikings, top 10 Lions, top 10 Cowboys, and top 10 Raiders. Yes. Turn your mic on, Captain Radio.
Yes.
Captain Podcasting.
Hello.
I gotta change it. So now that we're at the bye week, we decided this would be the time to self-scout, to do the top 10 Bears. And just so you know, this is the last version of this that we're going to do on Forward Progress.
Correct.
After this
programming change,
there will be a programming change. We're not going to stop doing this segment because I love it.
Yep, I do too.
And that's the great thing about this is that is a perfectly good reason why I get to do it, because I love it.
Because it's fun for us.
It's so much fun to do, and we've heard back that it's fun for you too. We've probably gotten more feedback for Feedback Fridays, more feedback on what people believe are oversights or poor rankings on this. This is generated...
It's flat out anger, too.
Yeah, but it's generated more engagement, perhaps, whether angry, excited, happy, or getting the bit, not getting the bit, whatever it is. We're going to move this to DBU. So we're going to still do it. We're just going to keep Forward Progress more football. Sports, football. So we'll keep you happy with that. But this has taken a long time because the total number of Bears so far has swamped everything else that we've done. The numbers from which to choose, and I know mine is just it's personal. There's a lot of subjectivity involved, and I'm not going to apologize for the subjectivity that was included here, whether it's the honorable mentions, the top 10, everything else that was left out. So when we've done this in the past, we have started with the committee.
Yep.
And then I've done mine next. I want to let you know first that this episode of Forward Progress is brought to you by Church Brewing, New Buffalo's brewery-pizzeria in a historic church. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizza, small batch craft beer, brunch every day. Visit beerchurchbrewing.com. You absolutely can't go wrong with anything on the menu or the beers there, certainly the pizzas. We'll talk more about them later. So if you would like to start about the committee's process, the results, I know that we like full transparency here.
Yeah, so, and this goes for every week. The committee has a master list that they dwindled down to their top 10 with some honorable mentions. Some of the criteria is revenue-driven, it's popularity, it's pop culture, iconic status. I mean, there's all different factors that go into determining what the top 10 are. So what we're going to do a little bit different today because we have our top 10 list of the official top 10 Bears of all time. The committee is going to read the list that they compiled to derive the top 10 from without obviously...
Oh, you're going to read the full list
the full
of eligibles.
List of what we looked at, okay? Because people have asked, there have been a lot of questions like, how did the committee miss this? How did the committee miss that? It may not make the top 10, but here's what was up for consideration.
Just saying, I didn't forget this.
Right. So here's what did not make the top 10 list for the committee. Cocaine Bear, the Care Bears, the Bernstein Bears, Ted, Bear in the Big Blue House, the Hillbilly Bears, Poe from Kung Fu Panda, the Coca-Cola Polar Bears, Little John, not Lil John, but Little John.
Right, Little John from the Robin Hood
Correct.
Disney, yes.
Yeah, because Lil John is not a bear.
Not a bear, as far as we know.
Lotso Huggin' Bear.
Who?
Lotso Huggin' Bear. He was
the
the main antagonist in one of the Toy Story episodes, 2 or 3. Yeah. I think he was voiced by Ed Asner, too. Petey the Sexual Harassment Panda. Haribo Gold Bears, Charmin Bears, Ham's Beer Bear, the Jazz Bear from the Utah Jazz, Bear from the Revenant, Coach Ditka, Papa Bear George Hallis, Bear Bryant's, Bear Grylls, Bear McCrary, Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's, the horror shows, horror movies,
Nothing.
Blumhouse Productions, no?
Nothing.
The Bear television show, Carmi Berzatto with Jeremy Allen White, Mr. Bear from Full House, was apparently Stephanie Tanner's favorite teddy bear, became a point of many episodes, Breesley Bruin, and Bart the Bear, famous acting bear who was in more than 35 TV shows and movies.
Mm-hmm.
So that was from the group, the list, that the committee then derived their top 10 list from.
Got it.
Good?
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do today.
Okay.
A lot.
All right. Number 10.
And I will tell you, as always, now you have mentioned some of mine. I'm not going to tell you if they're on the list or not on the list, but I've got some others that you didn't even consider.
Great.
Okay.
That's how it's supposed to work.
Okay.
So here at number 10, the number 10 greatest bear of all time has a audio note to attach.
Say this is honorable mention?
No, this is 10.
Okay.
Country bear like me can't hack. Early to rise, early in the side. Thank God I'm a country bear. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising up a family and working on a farm.
This cracker-ass bastard.
Got a charm. Thank God I'm a country bear. Well, it got me a fine wife. Got me old.
All right, so that musical note brings us to number 10 on the top 10 bears of all time.
Oh, I know what it is.
Billy Bob Broccoli.
Is that from Disney's Country Bear Jamboree?
Was the main mascot and lead singer and bassist for the animatronic band The Rock-a-Fire Explosion at Showbiz Pizza Place, which then became Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Hey, if you're an 80s kid,
Yeah, no thanks.
if you're an 80s kid, oh, I'm sorry, was Showbiz Pizza Place beneath you?
Yeah, I've never been.
Oh, that's a travesty.
And I only took Jason to Chuck E. Cheese once because he had this weird Papa Shot phase
Okay.
where like he thought he was the best Papa Shot player in the world.
He may have been.
But I was fine. We'll go. He's like, we gotta go to Chuck E. Cheese. Whatever, dude.
All right, so number 10 is Billy Bob Broccoli.
All right.
Number 9, Jack Nicklaus, the Golden Bear. Retired American golfer, golf course designer. During his career, Nicklaus won 117 professional tournaments on the PGA, including a record 18 majors championships. Along with the 18 majors wins, the Golden Bear finished as the runner-up in 19 other majors, making him number 9 on the top 10 list. Jack Nicklaus, the Golden Bear.
Okay.
All right, number 8, the Three Bears. From the classic fairy tale, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, about a young girl who enters the home of a family of bears and tries their porridge, chairs, and beds, finding them to be too soft, too hard, or too big until she finds things that are just right.
That is my number 9.
Nice.
The Three Bears I have at number 9.
So this is number 8 on the official committee's list. The bears return to find her asleep in their home. She flees in fear when they confront her. Did you know, Dan, the story evolved from the original version featuring an old woman and bachelor bears to the familiar tale of a girl and a bear family?
This one's just right.
Yeah, it got that. You can still be found in my porno collection.
Hold on, this one's too hard. This one's too soft.
This
one's just right.
So it was an old woman and a group of bachelor bears who had their home that she broke into. That apparently evolved into a cuter fairy tale story of a young girl and a family of bears.
Where'd you find that piece of information?
It's right there on Wikipedia, so it's got to be true.
All right.
I want to read that one, though. Got to go to my library and pull it out.
Mm-hmm. Of your porno books.
Porno books. Number 7 is Winnie the Pooh. He's a fictional anthropomorphic teddy bear created by English author A.A. Milne.
Milne.
Is it Milne?
Milne.
Thank you. Illustrator E.H. Shepard, first appearing in the 1920s. Based on a real stuffed toy belonging to Mill's son, Christopher Robin, Pooh is known for his love of honey, crack cocaine, and his gentle nature.
And he is one of 2 bears who I had under consideration, voiced by the same actor, Sterling Holloway.
Oh, nice.
Just a little note.
So consideration, but not in your top 10.
Neither one is in the top 10 or
So-
or honorable mention.
Winnie the Pooh didn't make it.
Hell no.
All right.
And I just want you to read Dorothy Parker's famous review of Winnie the Pooh. Do you know that?
I don't.
She wrote it in like This was The House at Pooh Corner. This was published by Dorothy Parker in 1928.
Okay.
And she quotes it multiple times and said, "Pom," said Pooh, "I put that in to make it more hummy." And it is that word hummy, my darlings, that marks the first place in The House at Pooh Corner at which Tunstall Weeder flowed up. That was Dorothy Parker, who, yes, wrote that in 1928 in the first review when it first came out. Too treacly, too annoying, and it's so good a hum, did it seem, that he and Piglet started right out through the snow how to hum it hopefully to Eeyore. Oh, darn, there I've gone and given away the plot. I could bite my tongue out.
Wow, that's really harsh for a fucking kid's book,
Okay.
lady. Settle down.
First of all, Dorothy Parker ruled.
Okay.
Yeah, Dorothy Parker, all-timer.
All right,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Angry.
Yeah.
All right, number 6.
And drunk.
Sergeant Donnie Donowitz, the Bear Jew, is a Jewish-American member
I
of the
forgot
fictional
him.
commando unit, the Bastards, in Quentin Tarantino's 2009 film *Inglourious Bastards*, portrayed by actor Eli Roth. Donowitz is infamous for using a baseball bat to beat German soldiers to death, a brutal tactic that instilled terror in the Nazi forces. Number 6, Sergeant Donnie Donowitz.
Good one.
The Bear Jew.
Very good one.
All right, number 5 also has a audio note here.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Number 5, Smokey Bear, the iconic symbol of the U.S. Forest Service's wildfire prevention campaign, known for a slogan, "Only you can prevent wildfires," created in
Forest
1944. The campaign aims to educate the public about preventing human-caused wildfires.
My number 10.
There you go, number 10, Smokey
My
Bear.
number 10 was Smokey Bear.
All right, where are we at here? Number 4 on our list also comes with a audio note, Dan.
Time for some joke riddles. Yes. What kind of shoes are made from banana skins? Slippers. What kind of rooms have no walls? Mushrooms. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar. Ah!
All right, Fozzie Bear comes in at number 4 on the top 10 list. Is a beloved Muppet character from The Muppet Show, known for his role as a struggling stand-up comedian who often tells corny jokes, is frequently heckled by the audience. Fozzie is a well-meaning but insecure character who tries his best to make people laugh. Later in life, Fozzie would be twice divorced and addicted to pills and alcohol. He comes in at number 4 on our top 10 list of all-time bears.
My number 3
There you go.
was Fozzie Bear, voiced by the great Frank Oz.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, number 3 is Baloo. Baloo is a fictional character, most famously a friendly, laid-back sloth bear from Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Book and its Disney adaptations. He is also the protagonist of the Disney animated series Tailspin, where he is an anthropomorphic pilot. In 2017, he auditioned for the role of Lieutenant Jake Hangman Saracen in the Academy Award-nominated film Top Gun Maverick. The role eventually went to Glenn Powell. But Baloo checks in at number 3 on our top 10 list of all-time bears.
All right. Okay.
Number 2 is Paddington Bear. He's a beloved fictional character from the children's book series. Yeah, not a favorite of mine, but the committee loved him. A Bear Called Paddington by Michael Bond, first published in 1958. The polite marmalade-loving bear, and it's not Marmalade, the song, right?
I thought it was Lady Marmalade Loving Bear.
That's what he loved.
Yeah.
From the Darkest Crew. Is adopted by the Brown family, not a Brown family, because Ice would be there, and named after the London train station where he was found. Number 2 is Paddington Bear. And the number 1 bear, according to the committee of the top 10 bears of all time, number 1 is Yogi Bear, an anthropomorphic bear character created by Hanna-Barbera Productions, who first appeared in 1958 on the Huckleberry Hound Show before getting his own series after a long negotiation, the Yogi Bear Show in 1961, known for his signature catchphrase, "I'm smarter than the average bear," and his love for stealing picnic baskets from visitors at Jellystone Park. Yogi is often accompanied by his sidekick, Boo Boo Bear. But he ranks in at number 1 on the all-time top 10 bears list by our selection committee.
You didn't have the note about him spiraling into meth addiction and porn addiction? You didn't have that part?
Living in a trailer park just outside Jellystone?
I had Yogi at number 8.
Number 8.
And I think, but the only problem I have with Yogi is first of all, I love the fact that the name is a play on Yogi Berra.
Yep.
Which is funny. But his entire persona is stolen from Art Carney's portrayal of Ed Norton on The Honeymooners.
Yeah. He's like a Jersey character guy.
No, it's Ed Norton.
Yeah.
Hey, Ralphie boy.
Yeah.
That's the bit.
That's fine, but
down to the hat.
The hat, the tie.
It's all Art Carney as Ed Norton on The Honeymooners.
Yeah, what a great homage.
Okay. But he just lifted it.
Well, he didn't really lift it.
Hanna and Barbera did. Joseph Hanna and William Barbera did that.
Of Hanna-Barbera Productions.
Yes. Okay. So.
But again, we're talking about revenue generation, iconic status, popularity.
I didn't use any of that. I just used whatever I wanted.
Well, yeah, no, that's how you do your list. The committee has their official criteria.
Okay. Well, that is the committee's list, and now I'm going to give you mine. We should note that 4 don't need extra comment. My number 10 is Smokey. My number 9 is the 3 Bears. My number 8 is Yogi. And Fozzie Bear, number 3.
Okay.
So first I want to talk about like bears as mascots in general. I wasn't going to do every single mascot. Cal Bears and UCLA Bruins.
Too much.
It was just too much for all of the sports teams that we're doing. But I do want to give special mention to our friends, Staley and Clark.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Who I both consider...
the committee forgot Clark. They deliberately left him off because of the not wearing pants issue.
Clark's cool. Staley's cool. I've got nothing. I got nothing but love. Out there in the world for our dear friends Staley and Clark. Some others of note that have not been mentioned yet in the list here of commercial mascots. Well, first let me say Bayer Aspirin, I didn't count because it's Bayer.
Right.
But I think that's a huge deal. The Bayer Corporation, Bayer Aspirin. Max
not Bayer?
Bayer.
But it's not Bayer?
Bayer. It just sounds like it.
Okay,
though.
so
Max Bayer, Baer, the heavyweight boxer, and his son Max Baer Jr., who you know is Jethro from Beverly Hillbillies.
Right.
So that's Baer.
Max Baer featured in the movie Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe.
Okay. Is that right? Was that Max Baer?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it wasn't his story.
It wasn't his story. It was Cinderella Man's story.
Correct. I don't think... Did you mention BJ and the Bear?
Did not mention BJ
and the Bear. And the only reason I thought that BJ and the Bear...
It's not Ben Johnson.
No, because the chimpanzee named Bear was named after Bear Bryant.
Who was mentioned by the
committee. So I had him on there. Among the commercial mascots, so Ham's Beer Bear.
Yep. We had that on our list.
Icy, the slushy drink, the polar bear.
Oh, yeah,
Icy.
the polar bear and Icy. That's a good one.
Snuggle Bear.
Oh, the fabric softener.
And my favorite of the mascots, who is one of the Sterling Holloway voiced bears, Sugar Bear. The mascot from Post Super Sugar Crisp.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the highest differential between quality of mascot and quality of cereal.
Yeah.
That cereal sucked out loud. It was that and Sugar Smacks, dig 'em, both terrible cereals. And
I didn't mind Sugar Smacks.
They stuck together in a huge clump.
In the box, yeah.
The worst. And then they tried to package it in foil. It was super Sugar Crisp before it became super Golden Crisp because they had to, and they changed Sugar Smacks to Honey Smacks.
Good catch. There you go.
They had to get the word out of there. But I loved Sugar Bear. I just thought it was cool.
All right.
And there is on my list of others, Bernstein Bears sucked, and everybody used to say, "Oh, Bernstein Bears,
yeah,
bite me."
Committee had it there.
No Pooh, no Paddington, Care Bears, Kung Fu Panda, Gentle Ben, and Ben the bear from Grizzly Adams.
Okay.
Gentle Ben they had some bear play Gentle. I think it was Clint Howard, Ron Howard's little brother, who was in Gentle Ben, both TV shows and or Grizzly Adams, a movie, became a TV show. I thought they were the same thing. I never knew the difference between Gentle Ben and Ben.
Yep.
I thought they're same universe. They're not. stop naming two different bears, Ben. It's confusing, and neither of you made the list.
Okay.
So get the hell out of here. When you mention a golden bear, I just want to give special shout out to the former Golden Bear restaurant in Deerfield that existed at the northwest corner of Lake Cook Road and Waukegan Road.
Mm-hmm.
It was sort of a half subterranean, kind of little dark pancake house. And I just have memories as a kid of being happy when the family would go to the Golden Bear because they had not just maple syrup, but they had a wooden rack that contained multiple glass jars with that sliding thumb tab. You know what I'm talking about? You push down the thumb tab and it pulls the syrup open on the top, the little syrup containers of multiple flavors of syrup. So it was maple syrup, strawberry syrup, blueberry syrup. They were all cinnamon syrup. And the Golden Bear was that. I think that was where I learned to like pancakes.
Dan, if you're interested, I would be willing to do this with you. Take a road trip, and we could even record an episode maybe there. They have 2 locations still.
No, not this. It's got to be a new version of it. It can't be the same old Golden Bear. And they had like coloring menus, and they had their own mascot at the time. It's something.
All right, is this not it right here? Is that not?
Let me see.
Yeah, take a look at that logo. Is that not it?
It's updated.
Okay.
It's definitely updated.
So this is the pancake and creperie restaurants. www.goldiebear.com. Golden Bear Pancake and Creperie Restaurants.
All right. Well, I don't remember the creperie. It's a little too bougie for those of us who like the regular
too
old
bougie in Deerfield.
Golden Bear. I think it became
get your goddamn crepes out of Deerfield.
It became a rib joint after the Golden Bear left.
Yeah, I see that transition a lot. Yeah, from pancakes to ribs. That works.
It's just what it became.
It's pretty common.
But a little credit there goes.
It's not McRibs though.
To the Golden Bear. And you mentioned gummy bears?
The Haribo.
Okay.
Yep.
So let me give my honorable mentions.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
We are now into honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Oksana from Borat. If you remember in the movie Borat's wife, his wife, who was also his half-sister, he gets a telegram after he leaves his wife in Kazakhstan. And when he gets to the United States, he receives a telegram that his wife has been, I think in their words, violated and then killed by a bear. And he celebrates. Yes, he was very happy that his wife had been killed by a bear. Later on in the movie, he tries to buy a gun. He's not allowed to buy a gun, so he needs something for security, so he buys a bear. And he names the bear Oksana after his wife / half-sister who was killed by a bear. So Oksana from Borat, honorable mention. Also, honorable mention from Starsky and Hutch, Huggy Bear.
Oh, Huggy Bear. That's a good one.
Huggy Bear, as portrayed by Antonio Fargas, whose son, Justin Fargas, was a University of Michigan running back who was in the NFL. Huggy Bear, an informant, always had the drop. Always knew. You could always find Huggy Bear. I don't know why they didn't actually make him a cop by that point, because there were a lot of their mysteries that didn't get solved, and their murders, their crimes that Starsky and Hutch could never solve without a perfectly convenient trip to go talk to Huggy Bear, because he had his ear to the streets. He always knew what was going down, and it was the Deus Ex Machina. Whenever they were stymied, Huggy Bear could help him out. So honorable mention to Huggy Bear. Last honorable mention, Billy Bear from 48 Hours.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
If you remember, played by Sonny Latham.
Yes.
Murderous,
lots of movies.
Murderous, angry, abusive, scary Billy Bear from 48 Hours. Now, what's interesting here that perhaps you did not know, that Sonny Latham played Billy Bear in another movie. The same character. You talk about a universe you didn't know existed somehow? Can you name the other movie in which the same actor, he's only known as Billy in the other movie, but in both movies, he's got his trademark knife, he's got his crazy laugh.
Yeah, Predator.
Yes, very good.
Yep.
I am impressed.
Thank you.
That he played the same character in Predator.
Yeah, it was the knife that gave it away. Because remember, he's on the bridge and, yeah.
He's a tracker and again, hand-to-hand combat, same way they took him down in 48 Hours.
Yep.
Same actor, both characters named Billy, so honorable mention to Billy Bear.
Nice.
Mentioned Smokey Bear, number 10. The Three Bears, number 9. Yogi Bear, number 8. At number 7 on my list of the all-time top 10 bears is a real bear, although he was the character, Victor the Bear.
Okay.
Victor the Bear, in the 70s and 80s, I believe, was known as Victor the Wrestling Bear.
Oh, yeah, the wrestling bear. Yeah.
Who defeated two people we know.
Terry Boers.
He defeated Terry Boers.
Yep.
That Terry did wrestle Victor, the wrestling bear. And as the story goes, Victor sat on Terry's head.
That explains it all.
As one does. And apparently Victor also, and I don't know the outcome of this match, that Victor the Bear also wrestled former Bears defensive coordinator Rod Marinelli.
Wow.
True story.
Wow.
So we have two connections to the actual Victor the Bear at number 7. Number 6 is a bear that you mentioned. And I believe we have some sound. Petey, the sexual harassment panda from South Park.
Who lives in the east neath the willow tree? Sexual harassment panda. Who explains sexual harassment to you and me? Sexual harassment panda. Don't say that, don't touch there, don't be nasty, says the silly bear. He's gonna tell you what's right and wrong. Sexual harassment panda.
That is number 6. Petey, the sexual harassment panda, in one of the great episodes of South Park that also involved the island of misfit mascots that included the don't stare at the sun worm, as you remember.
Here, quick note. Rod Marinelli, the story goes back in his high school days, was driving around with a group of his buddies, cruising by a car dealership, had a gimmick sign out front saying you could wrestle a bear for $10. Marinelli's buddies got together the cash, had to scrape together $10, and they set Rod on his way to wrestle Victor the Bear, taking it from Marinelli's buddies, Gary Schramm and Don Gomez. So two of his high school pals who tell the story, driving past the car dealership, $10 to wrestle the bear, and
did he win, or did the bear sit on his head like it sat on Terry's head?
It was cold. The man was all wet. The bear was smelly. Let me tell you, we put the money up there. There goes Rod. Rod did then what Rod does now. He went in to win. There was no hesitation on the guy's part. He flew into that thing. And let me tell you, he had that bear on his back for about 10 seconds.
Well, okay. But
the Russian guy started poking Marinelli with a stick. It startled Marinelli. The bear recovered and pinned him. Marinelli reversed on him. They went back and forth. The Russian guy declared Victor the victor. Schramm and Gomez said they cheated. Marinelli tried to be a good sport. Rod goes over to shake the bear's hand, and the bear doesn't know he's coming to shake hands, and the bear attacked him again. Hey, bear, good match.
That can also happen after a game with Dan Campbell.
Yes.
So just be careful.
Well, there you go.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
I didn't know the whole story.
There you go.
Okay. Well, Victor the Bear at number 7. Number 6 was Petey, the sexual harassment panda. Number 5, Ted.
Okay, yeah, Ted was on our, no, that's good. Yeah. Ted made this show. Actually, somebody emailed and said because of the show, they're watching Ted again.
Yeah, Ted. Yeah. It's just there's too much good from that. It's one of Seth MacFarlane's best creations. Ted is number 5. Number 4 is Walter Payton.
Okay,
because come on,
yeah, it's fine.
It's Walter Payton. Number 3. Where is my number 3? Fozzie Bear is my number 3. Number 2 is a tie between the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper. Ursa's major and minor. The Big Bear and the Little Bear.
Stars.
In the sky.
Yep.
The constellations. It's the first constellations you learn. You learn the Big Dipper. You learn that the front ladle of the Big Dipper points to Polaris, the North Star. You see Cassiopeia, and then sometimes a Little Dipper, sometimes a little harder to find, but they're they're stars, they're worlds, they deserve high rankings.
Okay, is that your favorite constellation? Mine's Orion.
Orion's fine.
I like Orion because I can always find him because of his belt.
His belt and his wiener that hangs off of it.
Is that his wiener, or is that like a?
They say it's a sword.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think it was his wiener. It's not John Hamm up there.
I think it's a different collection of stars. But yeah, Orion's easy to find, obviously, in the winter. Cassiopeia's Draco, Dragon. There's a lot of good ones. The different list when we start doing constellations. So Ursa's major matter number 2.
Yeah, if we ever do hockey list, we could do the Dallas Stars and be the top 10 stars of all time.
Mm-hmm. We'll get right on that.
Yep.
And
hockey.
For me, the number 1 bear
of all time,
without a doubt, is Bibu.
Bibu bear. Never heard of Bibu bear.
You've never heard of Bibu?
I've never have.
You don't need to say bear. It's just Bibu.
Oh, Bibu. Sorry, never heard of Bibu.
Because Bibu.
I've heard of Bebop.
Nope.
Okay.
Bibu.
Bibu
is, and we laughed when the Limu, the commercial came out with the other guy he says the other mascot and calls him Bibu.
Yeah.
In our house, that was a big deal because Bibu, before our son could really talk, one of his first words really was Bibu.
Okay.
Which is how he said blue bear.
Blue bear was Bibo.
Bibu.
And he has a blue bear.
3 of them.
He has 3 blue bears.
Well, 2 are at the house. 1 is still with him at college.
At school.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a stuffed animal sleeping.
No, it's what do they call it? It's a bear. It's a blue bear's head on a blanket.
Yes. Okay.
What do they call those?
I don't know. But Jackson has one, and it's called a Bumby. He calls it his Bumby.
His Bumby. Well, this is Bibu. And it was a light blue bear. It was a gift it was a birth gift to him. I forgot who got it for him, embroidered with his name on it. So it just says Jason, and it's a blue bear. And over time, Bibu became such a necessity that you couldn't leave you had to make sure when you had the diaper bag, it was like diapers, goldfish, wipes,
and Bibu.
And a Bibu. So we realized we had to order 2 more. So we had to call the person who got it as a gift to find out exactly where it came from.
To get more.
To get 2.
And they're all identical. It's 3 identical.
Only one has his name on it.
Oh.
The other ones we didn't.
Is it Jason or Bibu?
It says Jason.
Okay.
But the other ones we did not get embroidered.
But it's identical except for the embroidery.
And he told us later. At one point, he caught on. At one point, he caught on to realizing that there were more.
When he started to read and saw that there were letters on one and not on the other.
So,
okay.
And then he admitted later, he's like, oh, yeah, I always knew they were different Bibus. I just didn't really care. But he said, I always knew from the moment which one was the real Bibu and the other imposter Bibus, but they were all under the umbrella. They all had the auspices, the imprimatur of being Bibu.
Being in his family.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
And he has one in college now.
Yeah, at one point, all 3 Bibus were with him.
So I think yesterday talking about the concern of bringing like friends back to the dirty room.
Yep.
I don't think dirt would be as big of a factor as a Bibu.
He does
on the
not
bed.
care.
Okay.
And I told him that, and he goes, no. He said Bibu takes priority. He is making a completely autonomous adult decision, and he said, I don't care. It is Bibu, they say pals before gals.
Yeah.
Bibu before pals or gals.
Okay. Girl comes back.
Has an issue with Bibu.
And has an issue with Bibu.
This is exactly
kick heels.
That's exactly what he said. He said any girl that has an issue with Bibu is not somebody I want to be with. Whether it's temporarily or permanently.
Yeah.
It is a defining fact for him.
Good for him.
That is a test for him. Anybody's got a problem with Bibu has a problem with him.
Bibu's his guy then.
Yep.
I love it.
So it was,
all right, so your number 1 is Bibu.
My number 1 is Bibu.
Very personal.
Power to Bibu.
All right, that's great. Now he's studying something at Tulane right now.
Bibu is?
Bibu, yeah.
I wonder what.
Yeah, when you're paying for it, so find out.
I'm not paying for Bibu.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You pay for all of it, Dan. Just find out.
As long as Bibu's drinking the same cheap beer. I don't know how expensive his tastes are, but I'll see Bibu in a couple days because we're headed down. I'll check on him, and he's probably at the bottom of a pile somewhere, and he'll still find him and ugh,
pile of dirty drawers.
Yeah, probably. Hey, Abby's old drawers. Reach in there, find a prize. Henry Henderson is gonna find it for him. Yeah, 3.5 on the 3.5s. Don't? Yeah. No, not on a Friday. No, gonna bother you. All right, well that's it. And just once again, we are going to be moving this segment. We'll be doing top 10 commanders.
Yeah. Oh, I got the list already going. The committee's been meeting on it.
You're starting too early.
It's the committee. It's not me.
Okay. All right.
I come home and they're at the kitchen table.
I know. You got enough trouble feeding all the boys.
I know. The committee is
the committee.
Yes.
So that is your bye-week edition, and you can't really ask for anything more, of Forward Progress, a Chicago Bears podcast. And I want to mention our friends at Beer Church.
Yes, sir.
Because of all the cool stuff that they are doing as the place to go in New Buffalo. And you think of New Buffalo, Michigan, and you think about that part of the extended Chicagoland area, and you think of summer. Well, the cool thing about Beer Church, it is a year-round destination because their pizza school, especially, is a great place to have parties all throughout the year. You can take everybody to school, literally, and learn how to make pizza. It's just a quick trip, and then your private party has your crew getting hands-on with pizza making and learning how to stretch all of the dough in their Italian-style wood-fire kitchens. You have all of the famous ingredients. I'm a purist. When I did my pizza there, I just did a pizza margherita, a classic, but I tried all of the others because there's so much to try. And you can try all of their small batch beers that they're brewing there, and you can do a package with wine or cocktails, 2 hours for lunch or dinner, private, exclusive, friends or family or the office or your fantasy football group. You want to all come out there and you can watch games. They have this incredible patio there at the Beer Church with all of these flat screen TVs. Skip the same old night out. Make your next gathering unforgettable. Book now. BeerChurchBrewing.com in New Buffalo, Michigan. Wood-fired Neapolitan style pizza, small batch craft beer, and I absolutely love it. You will too. Go to BeerChurchBrewing.com. And we thank you for joining us today. This show has been brought to you by Beer Church. Did I do the read at the top?
You did, sir.
I think I did. All right, just making sure everybody making sure we take care of our folks here. And
have a great weekend.
Thank you. By the time you're hearing this, I am lost in New Orleans somewhere.
Fried chicken skin.
Hopefully, probably either at Ida Mae's or where else would I go? I don't know.
Your bathtub.
I'm going to discover new. Brothers. Chicken. Yeah, that place is amazing. So, All right. And then we'll be right back at it, super football-y, when we return on Monday.
10, 219, 219.
Forward Progress, a Chicago Bears podcast with Dan Bernstein and Matt Abaticola on 312 Sports.